Welcome back, everybody, to the Devil May Cry 4 playthrough. Last time we left off, we fought against Credo, my favorite boss fight in the game. Yes, more than Dante.
Yeah, that's fine, man. No one's judging you. Except me.
I don't care if you judge me or not.
Okay, good, because I do it all the time.
Let's see. Oh, gonna get that. Gonna get that.
I thought you already had that kind of stuff, you know, because
Gonna
it's
get
your
that.
New Game Plus.
Gonna get that. Oh, I don't have enough souls. Wait, what's this?
You mean orbs?
No,
Oh wait.
no, these are souls. Remember?
Oh yeah, for the
You don't use red orbs for this.
Souls, yeah. Demon souls, dark souls.
When Devil Trigger is active, while on the ground, hold forward on the analog stick and then use the shoot button and the thing. Okay. That's a pretty sick move.
Oh, okay. Alright.
When I do get enough souls for that.
Anyways, time to begin our amazing discussion.
Right. So I'll be honest, I think time has been really positive to the Star. For those of you wondering why we're talking about this, well, look at that big, beautiful wall.
Hell yeah!
It's very good at keeping people out. But anyway, in our last video, I brought up a good point about we were talking about Star Wars at the end of the video, and I brought up how the prequels are actually have been very. What's the term called? The time has been very kind to the Star Wars prequels because now people are starting to say that they're good films because people did not like The Last Jedi. I want to be clear here that I will say what I said at the end of the last video. Last Jedi is a decent movie, but it is not a good sequel.
I would have said like it's a decent movie, but it's not like a great Star Wars movie. You know what I mean?
I will say it's visually the most impressive Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
And I think it's worth watching alone just for that.
Yeah.
And that epic lightsaber fight scene with Kylo Ren teaming up with Rey.
Yeah, that was a good fight scene.
Was a great fight.
Like I look back at it, and like there was some choreography mistakes that kind of like once I saw those kind of like irked me, but I can get past them. Like there was just one part is like one of the red guys is about to slash Rey, right? Mm-hmm. But then like they obviously noticed that, and so like in the next like shot or frame, they made him like get rid of that, you know. So it's instead of swinging, it's literally like it just disappeared. So that kind of doesn't do anything for me. But anyways, you were saying.
But anyway, I think the Kylo Ren Rey stuff was amazing.
I think that was cool. I like that.
I think that is worth, for me, that's worth watching the movie alone.
Wasn't the concept that was because she's like the light side or whatever, and he's the dark, like
right.
She has to because.
So the more powerful he grows, she also grows,
yeah.
Which kind of explains the Mary Sue-ness to a certain extent.
But still,
that's decent enough. Okay, let's be real here.
Let's be honest.
The thing with the Force is that it can do anything it wants.
Rey's not a good character.
No, Rey is a very flawed character. Like, I don't care about her being good all of a sudden. Like, that's fine. Like, getting more powerful with the Force because Kylo Ren is growing more powerful with the Force is a decent idea.
Like, I'll give you a good example of a good or OP Star Wars character. Clone Wars Anakin. It was obvious that he was strong, but he still got his ass kicked, you know?
Fair enough. I would. Well, there's been a lot of ridiculously overpowered Star Wars characters, especially in the EU.
That's
true. I need to bring up Darth Nihilus, the guy who literally uses the Force to suck the life out of things, and how he used it to vaporize an entire planet at once, but somehow you can beat him in a lightsaber fight in the final boss. Come on! Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying those games are bad, they have really good stories, but it's like, come on! Yeah, you can't say, if you're an expanded universe fan and you bitch about how powerful Rey is, but don't have a problem with that, yeah, you're sorry. A hypocrite. Like, you're a hypocrite. And well, that's the Star Wars video game. This is a Star Wars movie. Why are you holding these two things with like different standards?
Yeah, man. Anyways, back to the prequels and Rey.
So Rey, yeah, I would say Rey's not a good character because I think Rian Johnson fucked that up because he wanted to do his own thing. Like, I really do think, and I'm not even joking, I am still a full believer that Rey was intended, or may still be, the niece or the granddaughter of Obi-Wan. Because if you listen to The Force Awakens, there's a scene where Obi-Wan's voice says, "These are your first steps, Rey." How would he know who Rey is?
I think one of the reasons why Rey ended up becoming such a undeveloped character was because it was obvious that they wanted a strong female character. It was not it was obvious.
George Lucas wanted, for his version of 7, 8, 9, he was going to use a female main character anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like is like they rushed it, and things with most with movies with strong female characters, like they don't start out strong. It's like you build that up throughout the movie. Like a perfect example, Alien, right? She's just
Ripley.
Exactly, Ripley. She's completely normal. She's not a badass in any way, right? But towards the end, she develops as a character, and then you get the badass, that everybody loves.
So here's the thing. I hate that term. Strong female character. It is such a stupid term.
I don't like it either.
Because it's implying that being female, your gender, is important to that character. How is it important? When you are writing a character, you should just be thinking about not what that character is. You have to think about who that character is. And that's why they brought it up. Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes, I know I suck this game's dick. I don't care.
Hey, man, I suck the Witcher's dick.
But Aloy is a great character because they didn't make her gender a huge part of who she is.
They made her character the main.
Right, and when Neil Druckmann, the guy who directed Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us, who is a feminist to the point of where he does annoy me, like anybody who takes Anita Sarkeesian seriously, is sorry, she goes and bitches.
In the gaming community, she's not really recognized as being.
No, nobody likes Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah.
But anyway, no serious gamer.
No serious gamer.
Yeah. Like if you
most of the most gamers.
Right. So my point is that when they had an interview, because Horizon was doing very well, so they thought, okay, let's have the guy who made some of our most successful games at Naughty Dog, do an interview, and that's what he asked. How did you make such a great female character like Aloy? And he's like, well, to be honest, Neil, I didn't really think about her gender when making that. I mean...
Awesome. Awesome.
It's like he basically kind of summed up the problem that we have, and Aloy is, in many people's opinions, the best protagonist in games that is a woman.
I would agree with that.
Better than Samus, better than Bayonetta, better than, all those other characters.
I agree with
Lara
that.
Croft, all those characters. Why? Because of the way she's written. Is because she's very relatable to a player character.
I haven't finished the game, but I like her a lot,
Exactly. She's very relatable to a player. She's a power fantasy, but she's very relatable in the way that she wants to get the shit done. She does a lot of things that I think a normal person would want to do, and I think that's why she's such a great character. When it comes to Rey, as an example, Rey had you go back and you watch, you're like, okay, I'm on board with this person, right?
Yeah.
It was The Last Jedi that decided to change all that because essentially nothing really changed from that character. Other than, nothing really changed.
Yeah.
And I think The Last Jedi should have ended as soon as Kylo Ren takes out his hand and says, "Let the past die, bury with it, credits, roll."
That would have been such a good cliffhanger because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. But instead, they went the generic route. He's like, no, I can't do that because that's evil. Why? Why can't you do something that's...
I think it's been... I never understood that because, I think it's been very established that the Force is pretty much gray.
Yeah, there is... Here's the thing. The Force is, from my perspective...
Just the Force?
It's like how you use it.
Yeah.
Right? Balance of the Force... And that's another reason. See, there's a lot of things about The Last Jedi that I do enjoy. Like, when people are like, oh, Luke's talking shit about the Jedi Order. He wouldn't do that. Dude, the Jedi were fucking retarded.
They were idiots.
They were
in that movie, Luke brought up a lot of good points.
Yeah, he brought up how, you mean that wise Jedi that somehow let Darth Sidious take control of the Republic and form the Empire? That one? I'm like, oh, he's got a point. So the point is that the Jedi were really their own downfall.
They were.
And Clone Wars really establishes that. I mean, the Clone Wars honestly makes the prequels way better.
Yeah, it does.
I think that has it going for it.
But yeah, it totally does. But yeah, it definitely shows you that, you know, the Jedi Council as a whole were pretty incompetent.
No, exactly. And it's like, so I think, like I said, The Last Jedi had a lot of really good stuff. Where it failed, in my opinion, is that killing Snoke off, which I'm sure he's going to be back in the next film, because they kind of already leaked that. I'm sure that's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I have no doubt that Snoke is not dead. But, why did they kill him? Without even so much as giving an explanation. The whole film feels like it was made to piss me off.
Well, I remember if there was like, I read a quote that Ryan Johnson said. It was like, he said like he did want to make a Star Wars movie that pisses people off.
Why? Like,
I think it's because he wanted to do something, I don't know, maybe unique or something, but I remember like the quote pretty much, it was pretty much, what he was saying was that I want to make a Star Wars movie that pisses off the fans. That's pretty much what the
oh hell yeah! Look at that triple S rank.
I know that's very nice. But yeah, that's what the quote summed itself to be. So from the very beginning, he knew what he was doing.
No doubt. My thing with him, his trilogy has been canceled, by the way.
I know, yeah.
And I thank God for that. Because
I mean, when you have that type of flack, I mean, yeah,
it's not in their best interest.
It's not in their best interest to keep, the guy who's making this beloved thing, like lose money.
Exactly. So,
plus I think another thing that really helped them think like, yeah, we should probably not have this guy back again was Solo.
He had nothing to do with that though.
Exactly, no, but I think like Solo showed Disney,
which I haven't seen, by the way.
Yeah, no, but I think Solo showed Disney that if you piss off the fans, they really will not watch this and they will not tolerate it. So I think that was like kind of like the extra push they needed to like, okay, maybe it's not a smart idea to keep the guy who keeps pissing off the fans, because then we'll lose money again. I mean, when that's the first Star Wars movie to flop,
right?
And it's doing the exact same things as the other one, pissing the fans off. That's a real eye opener, I think.
I think it almost suffers from the same syndrome that the DCEU had, where the DCEU was basically trying so hard to not be a comic book movie because it felt like, comic book.
It was trying to be too serious, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And look, I think DC can be serious. I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, yeah.
I also think the stereotype that, Marvel's for kids, like, dude, you haven't read enough Marvel comics.
Yeah, my guy. They can get pretty dark, my guy.
Shit. Go read a Daredevil comic and honestly tell me that.
Yeah.
Bitch.
No, but see, like that's the reason why Aquaman, that movie. That's the reason why that movie is doing so well.
It's gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah, it's because like the main.
It's gonna be the highest-grossing DC film. Maybe not DC movie, but DCEU movie.
Yeah, like the reason why I think that it's doing so well was because it knew what it was. It was a comic book movie about a character that. And I don't believe this, but let's be honest, this is what the general populace don't read comics think, talks to fish.
No, exactly.
So from the very beginning, the plan wasn't to make a serious film, it was to make a fun film. And that's exactly what they accomplished. The film was fun. I would watch it again.
You want to?
I'm down. If you're down to get the squad and do it again, I'm down. It was a fun movie.
But anyway, I don't want to go too much into this because people have talked about we were talking about Star Wars. I never brought up why the prequels were good films.
Yeah,
I think the prequels are great concepts.
Definitely.
Like, I can watch this and go, okay, I think the writing is crap, but the story itself is very brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, it's the way it's executed that is not very good.
Yeah.
Or at least in terms of the way it's written. Like, you could literally, like when you sit there and you think about how convoluted, how brilliant Palpatine's plan is, you can start appreciating the movie a lot more.
Oh yeah, because you think to yourself like, this guy like thought everything through.
Right, and when you see it all in action, It's very well done. And to the point where it's like, okay, I can watch this movie. What the fuck? I can watch this movie. I think I have to attack him when he does that.
I don't remember.
I thought I had to. Oh, getting out of here.
Beyblade.
40th. 40th. I think I have to attack him when he's doing the charge attack. I thought that was an explosion thing.
Okay. Well, hey, you know better now.
I haven't fought this guy in quite some time,
Dude,
so
I haven't played this game in a long
forgive
time
me.
either. So no harm done.
Yeah, you have to attack. Yeah, you have to attack him, otherwise.
Yamato.
Oh, not these idiots.
Beyblade. 40th. Anyways, back to what we were talking about.
But anyway, yeah, the Star Wars prequels are really good. And like, ooh, did I die?
Oh, you died.
Wow, I have not died in quite some time.
Wow, that was unexpected. I did not expect that, dude.
What?
Just that attack, you know?
I know.
I think it came out of nowhere.
I hate these fucking shark guys.
Oh, you're almost done with it. Alright, well, then back to what we were talking about.
Thank God. I can't believe I died.
No.
Oh well.
That's the name of this part. I can't believe I died.
I can't believe I died.
There you go. You're welcome.
Anyway, yeah, the Star Wars prequels, you can see the concepts, and it's like, okay, this is, like, really, like, this is a really...
It's a great concept.
Really good idea, and, like, if you watch Clone Wars along with it, it is a full, fleshed-out story from, like, 2 to 3. It is fucking brilliant, and then when you see it in action, that's when it all starts to make sense. Like, you get the like, when you watch Clone Wars, you get the sense that Anakin was going to turn to the dark side without Palpatine, because he was sick of their shit.
He was sick of the Jedi Order.
He was sick of their shit. He was sick of all of their nonsense. And as a result, I think that's one of the reasons why he turned, right?
Yeah.
Three's explanation with Padme dying is icing on the cake.
Basically, I think another thing that like really helped us, like obviously like the fact where, you know, when he wants to capture Palpatine, you know, but Mace just wants to kill him, you know, like I think another thing that made him fed up with the Council's BS was the code, you know, their own code was, you know, that they had to take him in, you know, to, you know, have a trial and everything, you know, but the fact that such a high member of that council was willing to disregard the very code that they live by, you know, like, I think that's what told them, like, this code is bullshit. Even the high members don't care about the code. Why should I care about the damn code?
Exactly. By the way, I want to talk about the game here. I cannot stand that people use this scene as an excuse to say Nero was a crybaby, like, emo kid.
I know what you mean.
I'm like, dude, literally his girlfriend keeps getting kidnapped in front of him. Like,
and he can't
do anything about it.
I don't know about you, but
like, dude, his whole life is falling apart. You wouldn't have something like this?
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. Like, give me a break. But anyway...
Anyways, back to Star Wars.
But anyway, then I want to talk about the DCEU.
We'll talk about that in the next part. Alright? We'll talk about that in the next part.
Okay.
Because we got like...
I don't know. Next part we're fighting Dante, so...
Alright, fine. Let's talk about it.
I think we're fighting Dante.
I don't know. Come on, let's talk about it then.
Nah, we'll talk about Star Wars again. Well, my point is... When you have Clone Wars next to it, and you not saying you have to watch the entirety of that show and then go straight to Revenge of the Sith, because that is...
But enough, you know?
But if you watch enough of it, you're like, okay, I get it. Like, it starts to make it starts to click, like, what George Lucas wanted to do. And I think the Clone Wars was something he wanted to make.
It was.
It's something he took, most of the budget was from his own pocket.
Yeah, from him, yeah. Most of that was him.
That was a passion project. And I think his storytelling works better for television than it does for movies.
Oh yeah, because you can definitely tell like Lucas is he's a good storyteller, no doubt about that.
He knows how to. He's a great idea guy, but he does not know how to like.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he needs it's hard to cram in that many ideas into one hour and 30-minute film. You know, it's easier to to use your ideas in an episodic way.
Right.
You know. Because
I cannot stand this guy.
Yeah, no, I remember. Oh yeah, I don't like it either. No, but it's because like in one episode you can have one idea, and then the next following episode you can further expand on it, you know, and really go in depth into what you're trying to express, you know. So that's why I think the Clone Wars works so well.
Mm-hmm.
Thinks he's cool.
He's like, yeah, kid, I stabbed.
I'm a cowboy.
I'm a
gay cowboy.
I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy ghost demon thing.
I'm a gay cowboy ghost demon
I'm
thing.
a gay cowboy.
I mean, look, it's purple, dude.
What is this, Brokeback Mountain?
And did you see his fingernails, my guy? He's obviously gay. Anyways, what are we talking about?
Star Wars.
Star Wars, that's right.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Rebels, by the way, ended, and I never did watch the final season.
Yeah, I watched like up to 2, but after that I was like, I lost interest. It wasn't that.
The problem with that show is that it was too episodic.
It was too episodic.
Like, it's like literally the only thing that mattered was.
Oh wait,
wait,
no, I do know how it ends though.
Well, how does it end?
You don't care?
It goes straight into Rogue One.
No, so you want me to like?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't.
So
give
I don't
a
remember.
shit.
I don't
Obviously,
remember.
spoilers to our.
I don't remember
viewers.
the exact thing, but it's like something about like a ship with rebels or whatever. Then like they're gonna die or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Ezra is like, all right, I'm gonna sacrifice myself so they live. So that's exactly what happened. He sacrificed himself.
Wow, he's dead.
Yeah, Ezra's dead.
Wow. I'm kind of fine with that because
Ezra,
nobody liked him anyway.
Yeah, Ezra died to keep the rebellion alive.
Well, there goes that Ezra is Snoke thing out of the way.
No. It's Caden. That's his name, right?
It's Kanan?
Kate. I don't remember his name. It was kind of boring.
What?
I thought he was kind of boring.
The blind Jedi guy?
Well, before he was blind.
No way, dude.
I thought he was kind of lame before he was blind.
No way, dude.
That's just my opinion. Alright, man.
I disagree with that.
Hey, you don't have to agree with me. Alright, I think it was more interesting when he was blind because he got wiser, my guy.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, that's why. You know? But that's just me. I just thought he was better when he was blind.
Okay, but anyway,
he was more in
why
tune
did they
with the
hint at him
Force.
being Snoke?
No, but I'm just saying that to make fun.
That'd be kind of interesting.
It would be kind of interesting. But I don't know.
People who didn't watch that are like, oh.
Yeah, it would be kind of interesting, but no, I don't think that's it. I was just wanted to say that to like make fun, you know. But I don't know.
So anyways,
I
wouldn't be surprised if they do a show with sequel cast because I think Star Wars Episode 9 takes place 2 years after The Last Jedi.
Oh, okay.
So if they want to do something with that, like...
Finn's a Jedi now.
Oh, God. Why? We don't need...
Just kidding. He's not a Jedi. He just has Jedi training.
What the fuck is the point of that?
Actually, let's be honest. It's not even Jedi training. It's just training. And you know why? Because Rey isn't even trained.
Crap.
She's just
Did I go the wrong way? I'm supposed to go down.
Yeah. No, but let's... Nice. No, but I think like let's be honest, like Rey isn't that great of a duelist, my guy. You know, she has no real training.
Hold the phone here.
What?
Did you not watch Episode 7 where they kind of explained that she was really good wielding that staff?
Yes, I did watch that. All right.
Are you one of those people? Oh no, that's not a lightsaber technically, so she shouldn't be that good.
No, that's not at all what I was thinking.
Okay, good. That's
What
I
was
was super
no
nerdy
what no
nitpickiness.
no what I was thinking was obviously she's used to stuff, so it makes sense that she'd be like be able to use a lightsaber, you know, efficiently. You know,
Right.
that makes sense. But what I thought, what I didn't like was the fact that she was fighting. Like, this is kind of a nitpick for me, but it's like I understand with the whole Force thing, she gets stronger, but it's like, you know, in Star Wars, it's shown that, you know, Jedis can be beat, you know, like highly skilled Jedis can be defeated by non-Force users who have better training. That's been established, you know? So I thought it was kind of a nitpick for me because, you know, she's good with the staff, right? No doubt about that. But I think, like, if you had to, like, rank it on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of scale, right? Let's say, like, Kylo Ren is an 8 to 9, right? I think that's a decent, you know, scaling, you know?
Okay.
And Rey, I would say, is a 4 to 5 or 6, you know? A low 6, you know? So like she's above average, no doubt about that.
If you watch the Force Awakens, where they supposedly said, "Oh, she whooped his ass," no, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
If you watch most of that, she's actually fighting him, like running away for like most of that fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not until the very end where she uses the Force to beat him. So like, I never got the complaint with that.
Yeah, I know, but my point, or the point I'm trying to make is, you know, like, what I didn't like is like the fact that she was doing so well. I mean, obviously, like she struggled. Like, you know, they showed you parts that she struggled, but she did too well. Again.
Oh, bye-bye.